I'm not sure.
Oh, perfect.
Would you be kind enough to show us the scorecard? 195 is what Sunrisers Hyderabad have got for 6 wickets, and it started off with Abhishek Sharma on top of the order, 65 of 42 deliveries. Disappointment then from Kane Williamson. His poor form continues. Rahul Tripathi also not getting too many runs. Adam Markram came to the party with another impressive half century, 56 of 40 deliveries. But in the end, it was the Shashank Singh show, 25 of just 6 deliveries.
In his
strike rate of 415.
417, 16.67. By the way, somebody had asked us, remember,
how good a batsman
whether should I take Shashank Singh? But listen,
what did you say?
2 overs he could have batted, and I was correct. But who would have thought he'll smash 25 runs?
Sidham and his
6
reverse
balls?
jinx remains alive.
Quickly tell me what your predictions were, guys.
171 was
160.
168.
Yes.
160, 168, 70. I was 75. Closest, but still off by
20
runs.
runs.
Yeah. Anyway, doing it in his home ground, Shashank Singh.
Yeah, he's a Mumbai lad. So
give series on off day today. So why don't you?
He's on a hangover from his off day, technically. Yeah. So Shashank Singh, if I was looking at his domestic record, and it's actually pretty impressive. His T20 record, especially, his average is just 20.19, which is not great, but strike rate of 142. So he can tonk a ball for sure. And he's finally actually getting a chance to show that in the IPL. And well,
his first ball was a 4, by the way. He got off the mark with a boundary, and after that he's not looked back. 3 sixes of Lockie Ferguson. Square leg.
Lockie got tonged, Rashid Khan got tonged tonight.
Yeah, Rashid Khan was being taken on effortlessly by
Abhishek Sharma and then Markram.
I remember 4 sixes that Gale hit of Rashid Khan once. That too, I think all the sixes he wasn't in control. If you take a look at one of those sixes, I think the bat, I was looking at the highlights again. It kind of moved around in his hand, and because it was a miss hit, but it was Chris Gale, it still went for a 6.
But
the first time clean hitting, if I just look at clean hitting, I can't remember any batsman hitting Rashid Khan the way Abhishek Sharma.
3 sixes he hit off him. 3 sixes clean. All clean, and I thought he was batting brilliantly. They had a plan against Rashid Khan, and you thought suddenly the moment Rashid Khan was coming into the attack, they would give strike to Abhishek Sharma, and he was hitting them for 6s, boss. Effortless 6s.
2 of Gujarat's best bowlers, Lockie and Rashid.
Almost 100 runs between
97 runs in 8 overs, man.
God.
12 economy rate.
By the way, Lockie Ferguson, this is the 3rd game where he has given more than 45 runs.
Don't forget, even Shami he took 3 wickets, but he had 39 runs. So not exactly the most
Actually,
economical
the best bowler in terms of economy was Yash Dayal.
Yeah.
Yes, from Prayagraj.
I had picked Yash Dayal in my first 11 when I was making the team. Then I got trolled also. A lot of people, ye kya team hai, you're putting Yash Dayal.
The guy from Prayagraj has really done well. Best bowler of the lot, 1 for 24.
No, but I enjoyed Alzari also.
Yep.
Has he bowled the fastest ball of this match? We kept talking about Lockie
so
versus...
far, I think, he hit 150 out of nowhere. And we're pointing it out to Sid. I'm like, we're talking Lockie and Umran. Out of nowhere, this guy's hitting 150.
150, yes.
But Alzari is also one of those players who hardly react, okay?
Yeah.
If you see his face, gets hit for a 6.
2 sixes got hit.
Got it for 2 sixes, straight face.
Got
a wicket.
Yeah.
Got a run out.
Got a run out.
Brilliant run out.
Brilliant run out.
Nothing. Like his facial expressions don't change at all. No matter what his
By the way,
is.
Alzari and Sunrisers Hyderabad. Can you think?
Oh, yeah. 6 for 12. He took
the best figures in the IPL
Yes.
2019.
From Mumbai.
Yes.
Vizag 2019.
Oh, not today, mate.
No, today I think Rashid Khan, Lockie Ferguson must be thinking,
What happened?
boss, we were supposed to be the best bowlers for this side.
Yep.
Is he nearing being dropped?
Oh, Lockie? I think they'll give him maybe another game. I think.
I don't think so, they'll drop
But
him.
who will they get in place of Lockie?
Yeah, that's the other thing. Who's their other option?
I know he's gone for runs, but I don't think he'll get dropped.
No.
I think this is the first slump he's had in like a season and a half. So,
Yeah, KKR.
Couple of
I remember. He was
no,
very
but
good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
like KKR also, he was very good except that final last year. Gave away, I think, 45 or 46 runs even then also.
Yeah.
Probably loved that number in some way.
Yes.
Yeah.
But today 52 runs was.
I know. And look at the number of wides. 14 wides in the extras column, only 14 wides.
Out of that, 11 came in the first couple of overs.
First over of 10, Mohammad Shami, 10 runs came just off wides.
Exactly. There was no runs actually taken.
Yep.
Also, Markram, very impressed with him.
He's been there.
He's been a revelation, arguably, which is saying something because he's an international level cricketer. But no one expected him
What
to do
has
this well.
SRH done to these guys? Markram, and suddenly Abhishek Sharma is playing like a dream.
These guys, Abhishek also, I told you, I saw him really working very hard with Yuvraj Singh.
Yep.
Plus now he's got the
pre-season.
tutelage of a certain prince. So,
Yeah.
Two Prince. Yuvraj also.
Yes.
The Prince of Punjab.
So two
And
Prince,
then
yes. Prince of
Prince
Punjab.
of
Prince
Port
of
of
Trinidad.
Spain.
All
Yeah.
left-handers.
Yep.
Yes, exactly. So he's really couldn't be
Yeah.
asking for better
Who
mentors.
could you, exactly.
Three
who better than
sixes, all
Brian
clean.
Charles Lara.
And it had a touch of Yuvraj.
Okay,
about
there
it.
is I don't know, a lot of, let's spend some time talking. A lot of people are saying that this Rashid is not the same Rashid that we used to say. Is there merit in that? What do you guys think?
I wouldn't have said it before today, but the way he was being hit, it didn't look like this was Rashid Khan being hit. It looked
Was
like
it a
some-
one-off or really his
No,
his
he
charm
struggled
is
for
See,
wickets.
diminishing?
he's recently you could tell that there was not that much zip in his balls, and I don't know, he's not looked the same bowler. Maybe previously you put it down to that teams are trying to play him out, but today they weren't trying to play him out. They were looking to tonk him, and they did it.
Yeah. See,
That
the
is a
problem
concerning
with
sign.
Rashid is he's not taken that many wickets this season.
Yeah.
Plus in Sunrisers, I think what benefited Rashid the most was there were other bowlers who would apply that pressure. The other batsman would flounder while playing Rashid. Here, there was no one applying pressure. So you could just...
Lockie is normally the one.
But today Lockie
was expensive.
Yeah.
Shami is normally another one, also kind of expensive. So
Yep. Although Yash Dayal was bowling well, but he didn't have that sustained pressure. One end was always loose, and Rashid, I think, does not operate well under those circumstances.
What I found very interesting is who made that comment, Brian Lara, that Rashid Khan.
Yes.
Brian Lara.
When we were thinking,
I read it where he said that Rashid was never a wicket taker really.
Yeah.
His economy
You
was the
think
thing.
you think that was playing on his mind because he was playing that team today,
Yeah.
his former team,
I don't
and
think
looked
so.
off color.
I think the Prince gave him a psychological
No.
meltdown.
Yeah, maybe you try to prove, and
Yeah.
you see again the strength of Rashid Khan is his economy,
Yes.
and for what he gets that economy is he bowls a bit quicker and flatter.
Yeah.
Today, do you think and did you notice that he did give that little bit of flight in his ball, and that is what allowed someone like an Abhishek to tonk him because it was falling in the slot slightly slower,
Yep.
and maybe the entire thing of him wanting to prove Brian Lara wrong by picking wickets, and for picking wickets you
Ended
got
up
to
backfiring,
you got to
Yep.
toss the ball, and that just played into the hands of
Who
Abhishek
knows?
Sharma. Yeah.
Very
Who knows?
possible, very possible.
My entire point is,
things
I
happen.
remember that one ball he bowled to Aiden Markram where he got hit,
Yeah.
pulled. That was a long hop.
But trust Brian Lara to dismantle any spinner's technique.
Oh, yeah.
yes.
See, Muralidharan himself admitted his whole career. Like there was one player whom I struggled. It was Lara.
It was Brian Charles Lara.
Also, the lefty aspect, don't forget.
Yeah.
For Rashid also, maybe that's the way to go. Use a left-hander more against him as Abhishek did.
Yep.
Ricky Patel is still saying Gujarati sab pe bhari hoga aaj.
Maybe Tewatia hitting sixes at the end and winning it for them.
A.V. Tewatia, yes, we don't know.
Could be.
Could
Though
very well
I think that this is a winning total. Ahmadullah is saying, hey guys, good evening to you. Also Ahmad, Nobita, Nobby is saying hello to the family. Siddharth Bhatt is saying hello and says, love your coverage guys. I'm
Thank
here every
you.
day watching it.
Thank you.
Love Rami says, biryani is going to win tonight over whatever, Fafra,
But
whatever.
this pitch looks like a belter, and on belters when there is pace involved, by the way, Umran Malik could also travel distance tonight.
Umran, yes, but I don't think Natarajan
Because
is going
we
to
saw
come
with
good
Lockie
and Bhuvi will
also.
come good here.
Lockie
Bhuvi,
we
Natarajan
saw.
are the bowlers to watch out.
Yep.
And if there is good pace and bounce coming from 11 feet from Marco
Marco
Jansen,
Jansen.
Marco Jansen.
that'll be tough.
That distance, like it felt like a kilometer between Shashank Singh and Marco
Marco
Jansen
Jansen.
standing next to each other. You're like, how tall is Marco Jansen? You never thought of him that tall, right? You
Yeah.
saw him while bowling, you never thought he's that tall. But when Shashank Singh was standing right next to him, you're like, how tall is this guy? And this reminds me of this incident where I'd gone for an interview with a couple of guys, Chris Wokes, Trent Bolt, they were with KKR side. And both of them, nobody realizes it on TV.
Yeah.
When they were standing right next to me, I was like, How tall are these
Yeah,
guys,
yeah.
man?
I can walk
How tall
still.
are these
Bolt
guys?
doesn't look as tall as he is.
But he is.
But he is
Yes,
very tall.
yes.
Both of them are extremely tall.
The worst
I'm like-
is Pollard. You go in front of him, you're
Yeah.
like, oh my god, who is this
He's
guy?
6'6", if I'm-
6'8",
6'8".
6'8", and top of that,
Yeah, he's
The
hefty.
build, the
He's very
build.
hefty. So yeah.
brute of a guy.
So Love Rami, Nobita Nobi is saying loved your Shark Tank video, guys. Siddharth Bhatt says loved the Shark Tank video.
Thank
you. Is there a third Shark Tank? Of course there is. It's
There
going to
is.
come out very soon. Not too much of a gap like we had between 1 and 2. The gap between 2 and 3 is going to be much
Less.
shorter. Anish is saying 5 weeks ago, not many expected these two teams to be situated close to the perch.
Agreed.
That's right. One of them is going to go on top of the table today.
Vedant Garg, by the way, was the one who said about Shashank Singh, and he
Yeah,
said,
yeah, yeah. He said it. He said
Vedant
it.
Garg.
Vedant.
"Well done, good call."
Yeah,
I have
no,
to give you that one.
he
He asked.
didn't take a call.
He asked.
Yeah.
Should I
And
take it?
I said no.
Yeah.
Because who do you expect to tong 25 of 6 balls?
For
man?
3 consecutive times. I mean, yesterday it was Kuldeep Sen, Mukesh Chaudhary, and Priyan Parag on top of
And
that.
Ryan
Now
Parag,
Shashank Singh.
and now, you know.
Everybody's fantasy predictions have been going for a toss.
Yeah, actually.
Because of these 4 guys.
No, but Shashank Singh, but my team, I had Abhishek Sharma, I had both Aiden Markram also.
Oh, lucky you in that sense.
And I had Shami, I had Alzari Joseph also.
Yeah.
So my team, touchwood, was fine. Yes, I did not have Shashank Singh.
I don't think very few people would have.
No, because see, the point is, it was that one-off thing that came off in the final over, he scored that many runs. Otherwise, he hardly got time to bat also.
Yeah, he didn't.
Sarat Chandra saying, can Ferguson beat Umran today? Don't think so. I don't know what was his quickest delivery, but I think Alzari.
No, I
Alzari
was
touched
checking at one
150.
point, Lockie's quickest was 149.
Yeah.
So that means Alzari is already quicker than him.
So forget Umran beating him. Alzari has already beaten him.
That stat graphic comes in the second innings.
Yeah,
So we'll see.
Umran. Bus.
Yeah.
That's it.
that's what it's going to be like, I'm guessing.
But Hyderabad, simply phenomenal. I thought their batting could have been the weak link, but the way they batted today, very impressive.
Yep.
Shashank Singh, like what, first innings?
First innings
Yeah.
and first ball even an extra cover.
amazing,
drive for
amazing.
You know what's the difference
Very
between this
impressed with
SRH
SRH.
team and other previous SRH teams? They would always have a strong, openers and maybe a one down. Beyond that, middle order used to be horrible. And previously, the team management used to say, "Oh, it's because they're not getting a chance to bat because the openers are doing so well." Today, this happened that the openers maybe Kane didn't do much. The middle order and Shashank Singh got to shine, and he made the most of that.
No, and the best
opportunity.
part is this Sunrisers Hyderabad batting flourished even when Rahul Tripathi, their informed
Yes.
batsman, was dismissed cheaply. So
Yes.
Yes.
there is
Credit,
depth.
credit.
So there is depth, so they can rise up to the occasion. That's the best part.
Karthik M is saying today will be the test of depth in batting for Gujarat Titans.
Agreed.
If SRH bats first, would be interesting how the bowlers defend the target. Yeah, so he wants to see how the bowlers defend the target for SRH. That's going to be
Yeah.
the first time. And we'll have to see the batting depth of Gujarat Titans. Two very interesting things to watch out for. Things that we haven't really seen.
So you guys are keeping up with your predictions, not changing them at all?
Yeah, I picked SRH and I'm
I'd
sticking
pick
to
up.
that.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
also
of
picked
course.
SRs.
I'm still going with GT.
The lone warrior.
Yeah.
Welcome to my world. And today it's officially 3 breakpoints down for me.
For score predictions,
Love 40.
I like how it's not 0-15, 0-30 and 0-40. It's like from 0-1 to 3, 4, 5, 6.
40.
He has reached 40.
Yep.
amazing.
Love 40.
That streak carries on.
yeah. Score prediction streak it carries.
So question, are we going to see a Miller show? Yeah, Miller might come into play.
On this sort of
I
a
think
track, yeah.
somebody else will bat well for them. I just don't want to jinx it right now. So
Yeah.
I'm not going to say the name.
Yeah.
I'm going to
No,
tell
if
you
there's
guys
someone
afterwards.
who has to bat well, and I would love to see him bat well, is Shubman Gill.
Yes.
He
Yes.
just looks so nice, so easy on the eye.
That's why. No.
Now we know. Now we know.
I don't have any skin in the game, doesn't matter.
Bhuvi will be the key yet again.
But then look at their bowling.
Yeah.
Will be the
See,
key.
because out of
Jansen
all
is
the
there.
bowlers, only Bhuvaneshwar has not gotten back to his pre-Bhuvi days.
Yeah,
of
but then he's also
2017.
coming off a bit of a.
Yeah, so but Umran has been super.
Ooh,
and
you were saying?
good swing.
You
good
were
swing,
saying?
yeah.
But I think the swing only lasts for
That's
2-3
it, 2
overs.
overs.
And
Yeah,
after,
even so.
after
even
3
so.
overs, suddenly it becomes like a Pata wicket.
Again.
Yeah.
Okay, see you, tata.